MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go. Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Just Therapy. Y'all already know I'm your host, comedian Sean Boyd, and it's another beautiful Monday evening, y'all. Yes. Welcome in. Hey, we about to end your Monday off right. The start of the week, you already know what it do. So, hey, one more time, big shout out to my guest last week, Rod Gibson. Funny episode. Make sure you check it out on Spotify. Definitely had a ball laughing and talking shit with him. This week, I got another good guest for your ass. You already know how we do it. Come on now. We always try to bring you the best of the best. One time I slipped. All right, don't fault me for the one damn time. But this week, I got another good one. Good friend of mine. Couchers, make some noise for comedian Patrick Madison.
What's up, man?
Woo! What up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, being blessed, loving life, man. You know what it is. How about yourself, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Good. Glad to be here, working on taking care, hanging out. So
there you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all, man. Yeah. So as y'all know, I don't know if I figured it out yet or haven't figured it out. I got my phone up and running. So if you comment on my page, on my actual personal page on the feed, I will see it from the phone. If you comment on the Just Therapy the podcast Facebook page or YouTube page, I will see it. I will throw it on the screen. Y'all know how I do this, the best interactive podcast in the world, because I'm claiming it, whatever. But you know how we do. So whatever you say, we talk about and we get it in. I see it's not working. Nick, what's going on, brother? He says, my guy. What's going on, Nick? Thanks for tuning in. Aaron Morris, thanks for tuning in. Dre Sean, what's going on? PD, Tom, Robert, what's going on, y'all? Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate y'all. Let's get into it, man. Patrick, man, what's been up, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. Good. Just, trying to stay busy with comedy. Same old shit, different day.
Pretty much. Let's get into it, man. How did you even get started in comedy?
Started in comedy. That's a good question. It started like everybody else probably, or a lot of people. I watched it being done on Netflix. A lot of Dave Chappelle, a lot of Louis C.K. I want to try that shit. And I called up Funny Stock Comedy Club, and they set me up for the amateur night. And I brought 5 people and all the stuff that you have to do the first time you go up there. And I went down there and, I gave it a shot. My mom in the front row, laughing nervously the whole time. It went good. And, the second, third, fourth time went terrible. But, the first time went good. So that was enough to get me, into it.
Right. You said second, third, and fourth time.
Oh, yeah. Dude. The first time they give you people are so good to you the first time. You find out the first time everybody cheers for you and laughs at you and encourages you.
Yeah.
put it all together again to come the next week, and it was just fucking crickets the whole time, and it was brutal.
Yeah,
but,
man.
I love it, dude. I mean, it's what I do. So
that's what's up. That's what's up. Ryan Rogers in the building. What's going on, Rogers?
Hi,
Brother
Ryan.
Perry Farmer in the building. Quinn, motherfucking Patterson in the building. What's going on, family? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Quinn, I gotta get. We'll talk. I gotta get you on the couch, brother. So, how long ago did you start in comedy, though, Patrick? How long did you start?
The first time I ever did comedy was probably 10 or 11 years ago now. I think it was 2010, I think. 2010 or 2011. But I didn't stay in it. I would say that I've been doing comedy like 5.5 years now, that I've actually been doing comedy.
All right.
Like working on it, spending too much money on gas every week. You know what it is.
That's the fun part, man. That is the fun part.
Tearing your car up. Man, dude, I brought a brand new car, dude. It's up to like 25,000 miles already. It hasn't even been a year.
Yeah.
I get anxiety from everything, dude. I look at the odometer on there and I'm just like, this can't be right. How do I drove like 400, almost 400 miles over the weekend. And I went to Youngstown and Cleveland, but 15 fucking times. And it's, boy, it doesn't.
Listen, that shit adds up, right? I haven't had my car 5 years. It'll be 5 years here coming up very soon that I had my car. 5 years, right?
Yeah.
I literally drove it off the lot with like 15, 25 miles total. Yeah. I have 121,000 miles on that bitch.
I am on that same trajectory, dude. I will hit 100. I bet you I hit 100,000 miles before I pay the fucking car off.
Oh yeah, mine ain't even paid off yet. So
yeah, dude. I mean, that was my brilliant idea, though. I was like, you know what? I'm sick of dealing with car problems. I'll buy this car. These car prices are so bad, like post-pandemic anyway, and used car prices, they were actually more expensive than the brand new car. And so I mean, a used Corolla was almost exactly as much as a brand new Camry. And I was like, well, I want a new car. I want to be the one to put the first 40,000 miles on it, even if it only takes me, a year. I wanted those early miles, dude. I want all the miles on it. So I bought a new car. It's expensive, but
it is. But it's fun. Sure. It's worthwhile. It happens.
Yeah.
It's my co-host want to say hey to everybody.
Hey, look at it, little mama. What's up, lady?
Yeah, So my guy Nick chimed in. He said, I always wanted to be a comedian, but having the crowd not feel me, the thought alone is crippling. Ryan says, that's why you need to book me on all of your shows. I drive a different car every week and don't pay for gas.
Hey, that's a good deal, man.
Oh, man.
That's a good deal.
Lisa,
having the crowd not laugh at you, I mean, that happens more often than I care to admit. Enough times it's happened. It's not like an unrealistic fear. That's a very possible situation. You just gotta power through it.
Absolutely.
You only can try to get used to that shit.
You can't get used to that shit.
Right. You try. You think it's funny. I will once in a while get excited and feel good about a weekend and be like, oh, I've got to this level now where even if I bombed, it wouldn't be as bad as it used to be. And then you just bomb harder. You think that, and then you just bomb harder.
Oh,
worse,
man.
Way worse than it used to be.
My girl Lisa in the building. She say, hi, little mama. All right, go sit down. All right, yeah, but no, it's a fun. I definitely love it. Comedy can be a cruel bitch sometimes.
Oh yeah, dude.
Then she can be the sweetest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life, man. So I love it.
I love it too. I love it. I couldn't imagine life without it.
Right, and then here go Nick trying to be funny. He always try too hard. He said, but I'm funnier than Sean is. He knows it. Yeah, okay. You're right, but you scared to get on stage. All right, thank you.
Yeah, I know. The guy who won't try comedy is like, but I comedy than the guy who's been doing it for, God, how long have you been doing comedy?
It'll be 15 years in March, man. 15 years, 30 something states. So it's been a fun journey. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Let's get back to you though, man. So what made you start comedy, then like take a step back, then come back? Like, what was that about?
I mean, I just wasn't at a point in my life where I was like, I mean, okay, this is an interesting thing too. I started at Funny Stop, okay, and I went there on the amateur night, and Pete they make a big fit about you bringing 5 people your first time.
Yeah,
And
I remember.
I thought you had to bring 5 people every week to go up at Funny Stop, and I'm like, how the fuck? I was like, Dave Chappelle probably got famous in high school because he could just get all his high school friends to come with him every week. Like, I'm like, how the fuck do people put in work and practice comedy if you have to bring 5 people? I'm like, is that why only popular people become famous because they're so popular that they have all these friends to bring with them to the open mics? I didn't know about like the open mic community. I thought you had to go to Funny Stop to get 5 minutes of stage time on a Wednesday if you could muster it up. I thought that was my only option for a long time. I did Funny Stop for like 6 months before I knew about another open mic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. But it's like, so I went to Funny Stop. I tried it one time, and I wasn't able to put it together to bring 5 people the next week. And I had other shit going on in my life, and it just wasn't, it just wasn't that time. Like it hadn't bit me yet. But like I liked it, and I wanted to get back to it, and it's something that I wanted to do again. And like a few years later, it became something I did like once in a while, still at Funny Stop, until just eventually like one day it like snapped for me, and I was like, this is something I want to do a lot. And I started going to the open mics and started making friends. It's really good community in comedy. If it wasn't for comedy, I wouldn't really have friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you're supposed to meet people without comedy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I think it's why, like, I mean, it's like a fraternity in that sense, though.
It is. It is.
Comedy's for sure a brotherhood. It
Yeah,
really is.
Yep.
Like I went to a comedy show this past weekend. Shout out David Horning, his Secret Society Comedy in Cleveland. Awesome shows. I was lucky enough to be on one. It was my first time. It was awesome. Anyway, the point is though, I was hanging out and I met this comedian from Detroit, and we were talking about that. It's like, I don't know this guy at all, but as soon as we know that one another are comedians, you just start getting along perfect, dude.
Instantly.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing. I feel like really blessed to be a part of it.
Right. It is a beautiful thing, man. I know I started at Funny Stop as well. That was my home club when it was amateur night. Ours was on Tuesday night, and amateur night was so damn popular. It used to be standing room only during the finals. And on regular Tuesday nights, just for the contest, would be packed. Yeah. It was crazy. And that's how I met a lot of the people that I know in this area is because of comedy. Yeah. I end up meeting some of the people I call family, like literally brothers, like Sheer, Palmer, Prince James, Tony Culver, like Yusuf, like we met Big Chevy, like that was when he was called Big Chevy. That's when I met him. Yeah. And like I met Quinn Patterson from there. Like I met so many cool ass people where we became friends and family, and it is like a big fraternity, man. Yeah. It's just definitely a beautiful thing to be in that, to be in that group, because like a lot of us, we look out for each other, Right. And when I started, that was the only place I knew about as well. But meeting everybody else, we started doing different open mics, and then we started doing the Euro Gyra open mic in Kent, and it was a music open mic, and we turned it into an all genre open mic. Right. We turned it into an all genre open mic. We kind of like took it over where some of the musicians wouldn't even come back out, but then the musicians that like took us, under their wings and was like, oh man, I like what y'all doing. They always came out, and so it was like a mixed media open mic. We turned so many places into open mics. We were like wanting to just get on stage. That's what it was. Oh yeah, dude, getting on stage. So yes, it was definitely a beautiful thing. That's a magical time, like that, like honeymoon phase. I mean, it's just something that I'm just now starting to like move on, like get over a little bit. I mean, the honeymoon phase of like just. I like comedy. I love comedy. I'm going to go to every single open mic and get as many minutes as I can, and no stage time is bad stage time type of approach, which is a phase that, it's kind of like, for me, that's what it was. It was like, I got into comedy and it's like, okay, I like comedy. And then I find out about a few more things. And then it hit a point where I was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Well, actually, it was mostly like Monday through Thursday because I wasn't getting stage time on the weekends.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was getting like open mic at Funny Stop or getting maybe a Thursday spot at Funny Stop, and then eventually it evolves to getting, but I'm to the point now where I almost only do comedy on the weekends,
Right.
unless something weird comes up during the week. But yeah, it's a crazy honeymoon phase that you go through where it's just like I want to do all the comedy I can find and just going to the open mics and just like banging it out and really like just starting to like carve your way.
Yeah, definitely.
Magic thing.
Timbuktu in the building. Timothy Washington Jr. Timmy, what up, baby? Ryan said we are all awkward in that way, which is true. And then Timbuktu said, "What's up, guys?" My guy DJ in the building. What up, DJ? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. So you got out, came back in, and then got serious about it. What made you really get serious about comedy? Like, I know you said like the bug kind of bit you, but what like really made you get serious and be like, hey, I want to do this. I want to put my heart into it, and I really want to do it.
Honestly, if I would say I was getting serious about it. I was taking it to the next level, trying to get to the next level, like trying to get a full weekend hosting at Funny Stop. And then the pandemic happened.
Oh.
And then in that moment of being off the stage, I got sober from like benzodiazepines, like Xanax and Valium during the pandemic. And so there was like I would say I had a glow up, I guess you could say. Like a lot happened to me. I changed a lot as a person during the pandemic. And one of the things that happened as I was like sobering up, you start taking stock of your life and about what's going on in your life. And you're like, okay, where am I at here? What do I like? What's important? What's not? Comedy was like on the forefront. Comedy was like, I was like, man, I can't wait to do comedy again. In my sobriety, in my clear-headedness, I was like critiquing my jokes and like really just like, because it's one of those things when you get clear-minded after you haven't been, you start, and it's one of the harder things about being sober too, honestly, it's like reflecting on your past. But I was like reflecting on my comedy a lot, man. And I was like, I felt like I had so much to deliver and so much that I could bring to comedy if the doors would open back up and I'd get a chance again. And I told myself when I can get stage time again, I'm going to capitalize on it and I'm not going to pass it up and I'm going to optimize, just make the most of it. I'm going to seize the moment, so to speak. And then fucking doors opened back up, dude. And I just hit the ground running. I hit the ground running, dude. I was just everywhere I could possibly be. Just burning tires, spending gas, driving to Cleveland to do 5 minutes, driving to Youngstown to do 5 minutes, driving to Pittsburgh for hopefully I'll be able to get a spot type of shit. I was just in it, man. I was on it and I was just going hard and I haven't like really let up. It's That's just evolved into like a little better quality work and stuff now. I'm not at open mics anymore, but I mean, it's just, I'm still like just taking every opportunity I can.
Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah.
Ryan chimed back in. He said, when I first started back up, I don't think there was a comedy show that Patrick wasn't at. I've never seen someone hitting the scene as hard as he does. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, just getting at it.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So what made you actually get into comedy in the first place? Like what made you start doing it as far as just wanting to do it besides watching Netflix and, I've always been the type of person who liked having the spotlight or liked the attention. Like when I was in high school, I loved speech classes. I even like doing, even before that, just doing book reports, anything that put me in the front of the classroom and made me the one, gave me a monologue opportunity. I loved that stuff. Nice.
One of the things that makes me sad, because you're always like, oh, I wish I could have done more sooner or whatever, is like I grew up in a small town and I didn't know about comedy open mics or the opportunity. I didn't even try comedy till I was 30. Mm-hmm. And I wish that I would have grown up closer to comedy and known of it sooner, because it was something I would have liked to do from the time I was a teenager, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
And so I just like always liked that. And this is going to sound, I'm a funny person. I've always liked cracking jokes with my friends. I've always been the type of person anywhere I go to try to lighten things up with jokes. And I've just, so, I mean, it's just, it is very natural for me to do stand-up in that sense. Like, nice. I feel very at home being the one, like, making people laugh and being the center of attention. And then, like watching the heroes do it. Like I mentioned, Dave Chappelle was somebody I was really into when I tried. I was so into his Netflix specials and just so into his show in HBO, and it's like, man, you watch this and you're like, I want to try it. I want to be cool like them. I want to feel that, dude. I want to feel what it's like to do that. And then, so I did.
There you go. There you go. Mark Steven Anderson in the building. What's going on with you, man? Thanks for chiming in. Hey, so let me ask you this. I always ask the comedians that come on the couch, you know, give me your top 5 dead or alive. Your top 5. Nobody else's but yours.
Top 5 comedians of all time.
Just period. Dead or alive. Your top 5.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if this is necessarily the order I would put it in, but I'm just going to go with the ones that have been biggest influence or impressions on me. Obviously, George Carlin, Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., and then I don't know. Those are the 3 that really like burn into my mind.
Give me 2 more.
Jim Jeffries.
Okay.
Was somebody who I was just like a huge fan of for a long time. I followed his specials a lot. I loved him. And then, gosh, there's probably somebody obvious that I'm not thinking of right now. Oh, Jerry Seinfeld, of course. Jerry Seinfeld.
There you go.
I'm watching Seinfeld on Netflix right now. He's so fire. It's unbelievable, dude.
Yeah, man.
That's
a good 5, though, man. That's a really solid 5.
I think so. Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
that's what's up. So let me ask you this. What's next for Patrick Madison, man? What's next? What you trying to do? More shows, more weekend gigs, feature more, headline more? What's next for you, brother?
Someday headlining. Right now, featuring. That's what that's the lane I'm trying to be in at the moment. Getting feature work wherever I can, opening, featuring, whatever I can do. You know, I got some road work coming up in October 17th. I'm on the road again. So going from New York, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. I'm stoked about that. I absolutely love being on the road. I feel so at home, just in the car. The feeling of waking up out of state and knowing that you're going to drive all day, but at the end of that drive, there's going to be a comedy show is just the fucking best feeling ever. It's the best. The sense of purpose. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. So that's so next for me. I mean, I got some weekend shows coming up. I'll be at Funny Farm Friday and then Funny Stop Comedy Club on Saturday. Really excited about going to Funny Stop again. I haven't worked for Funny Stop for like 2.5 years. Maybe like 2 years. So I am stoked to have work there again.
Nice. That's good shit. Yeah, man. That feeling of being on the road is so surreal and so like at home. Like I agree with your sentiments on that, because anytime I had to drive, it didn't matter if it was 8 hours, if it was a 10-hour trip, or if it was 5 or 4 or whatever. That drive there was always so exciting. I was like so pumped and so ready to go, because I knew when I got there, checked in my hotel, relaxed, ate something that didn't make me have to shit before the show, and then get there and it's like, this is what it's about. And then go up there, do your thing, and then just having that high coming off a stage for a new crowd and everybody talking to you and good job and selling merchandise. And it was always such a high. And then on that way back, you like, man, I got to go back.
Oh, I know, dude. I feel that too. That was something. Okay, back in June, I went on the road. Like, it was my first real road trip where another comedian and I, Jason Moliterno, drove all the way to Washington State to Oregon. I mean, that's a long way in the car. We were out for 3.5 weeks, and it was just the best, most fun I'd ever had with comedy. It was so amazing to me. But on the way home, it was a 3.5-day drive home. Because our last show was in Oregon, and so we set the GPS, dude, it was like 36 hours of road. But on the way home, I was like getting depressed and anxious because I was like, I don't have any shows to do. What am I? I'm a rock star here. I'm gonna go back to Akron, and I'm gonna be just another guy again.
Yeah.
Because I'm out on the road getting paid good, doing half-an-hour spots every night, or every night that I do a show, it's a half an hour. It's a great room, and I have to go back to what? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go back to do a guest spot at Funny Stop, or do a guest spot at Crackbots, or I mean, I had other work, but I didn't have work that was like as consistent as that when you're on the road and you're just working every day. All you're doing, it's just, I love that feeling. I love that feeling of having so much purpose and that purpose being comedy.
Yeah, man.
So the come down from that can be a little. It caught me off guard. I didn't know that I was going to feel as depressed and anxious as I was, dude. And I've heard other people talk about it now, like on other scales and stuff like that. But it's like, yeah, watch out for that stuff.
Yeah, man, you definitely got to watch out, because that high that you get from just being on the road and being on the stage, and then it's about to be over just for, you know, however long until your next gig is. You be like, oh, I gotta get some more on the books,
right?
You know, so
gotta get in that calendar and start putting some shit together.
Yeah, man, that's
a
beautiful thing.
It's a good thing to be aware of that, I think, because then, you know, the next time you go to get on the stage, make sure that you remember to fucking like appreciate and live in that moment right then.
Yes.
You know, and not squander that shit. It sucks to feel like, and I mean, I've done this plenty of times too. Like if a show, like if it's a weekend funny stop, you have 2 shows a night, and then to be there, like it, you know, like say it's the first show on Friday and it doesn't go well, you have a second show, hopefully. But I mean, at the same time, like don't squander that first show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Be prepared for both shows, because if something happens to that second show and then you fucking squandered the first show and then the second show doesn't have an audience, or, you know, so you got to just, I don't know. It's a reminder to like appreciate the moment when it's happening and like to be present, I think too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's good shit. Patrick Madison, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. All right, let's get into the rest of the show, man. We always like to start with a recap on what happened to us this past weekend or whatnot. I'll go ahead and start us off. This past weekend was cool. I was actually headlining at Crackpots Comedy Club. I was there Friday, one show, Saturday, one show. Friday, and it was a Massillon football homecoming game at that. And I walk in the door and there's people there already. I was like, oh, this is a win. We ended up having like 25 people, and I was like, this is like, it's packed on a home Massillon game night, you know, because all they care about is football down there. You know what I'm saying? So to have that many people there on Friday was beautiful, man. And it was weird, but it was fun. We had a good time. People bought some merchandise, took some pictures. And then Saturday, got to go back, and it was a decent crowd again. And it was one of those things where I was like, I'm about to leave everything on the stage. And that I did. I ended up doing, first night I did like 58 minutes. Second night, Saturday, I don't know what happened, but it was no feature, but you know, I really don't care about that. So it was like 3 guest spots plus the host time. And I ended up doing like an hour and 10 minutes. It was literally just leaving it on the stage, having fun, going all out. And dude, just like that. Yes, like knowing the assignment, like you said, never squander that stage time. Just always being ready, always be present, be in that moment, having fun, man. It was just beautiful, man. So, and then yesterday was a chill day. Picked up little mama from her mom's house. We went to Bob Evans and chilled. Then went to softball later in the evening, and it was a good weekend, man. Definitely a good weekend. Definitely, all in all, a good weekend. Plus, I have my girl with me. We had went and seen my cousin, who I ain't seen in like a year, down in Cleveland. So we went there Saturday after the show and didn't leave there until like 2:40 in the morning. Like we just hung out and just had a good time, man. So it was a really good weekend, man. How about you?
Oh, what did I do this weekend? I was with Funny Farm this weekend.
Nice.
Opened. I was an opener. I was in the feature. I was an opener. GW Nell was the feature. For Kevin Farley all weekend.
Oh, nice.
Awesome, dude, because he sells tickets. So all 3 shows were packed. We were in Columbiana, and this place, there was like 120 people that night. Counting like, I don't know. Yeah, counting everybody. That was like one of the larger rooms I've done for a long time. That was super exciting. And then Friday night, I went from Youngstown. I did a show out in Columbiana, the Kevin Farley show, and then I drove out to Cleveland and did the Secret Society comedy show, which was fucking awesome. I don't know if you've ever been on any of the secret shows. It was my first time to do one. Check them out. They're amazing shows. They're always like, they do a late show every Friday and Saturday, like 11:30 show.
Oh, okay.
They have a couple different locations they do them in, and they're pretty awesome. They always have
Right.
great crowds, man. Their people are always there, really excited to be there and stuff. So
That's
they're
what's
really
up.
cool, man. It's a really cool thing. And then Saturday, I was back in Youngstown at a place called Bull and Bear Tavern. It's the first time that Funny Farm has done a show there. And so, of course, Dave Rovich, the owner of Funny Farm, was like super stressed about it because he's super particular about his shows.
Yeah.
But it shows because the show was fucking amazing, dude. Both shows. It was 2 shows. It was great. I loved it. Opening for Kevin Farley was a lot of fun. I picked him up from his hotel, so I got a little FaceTime with Kevin. Got to hang out with him, dude. Yeah, he's a super cool dude. Obviously very busy, but he was really cool. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man.
That's
A lot
what's
of
up.
fun, dude. Living the dream out there, you know?
There you go. That's what's up.
That's what it's
Oh,
about, man.
yeah, little bro Kenny Pelfrey in the building. What's up, little bro? Then sister-in-law Stacy in the building. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in, y'all. All right, next one is childhood memories. Y'all know how we like to do. We like to let you get into my past some more and get into our guest past by giving us a childhood memory. So it can be funny, crazy, it don't matter. But I'll go ahead and lead us off with this one. So my childhood memory this week, I'm going to piggyback off of last week and the week before that. Got to talk about how much I love watching people fall. I mean, it's just been a thing I've been on since I was a kid. And so this particular time we were at the Indians game. My favorite brother, everybody know who I'm talking about. My favorite brother had some Indians tickets. This is way before the Guardians. All right. So we went to an Indians game and we had like the seats where you can be up in the glass and get some food. Then we was like down more like by the outfield. We got the people was yelling. This was when Albert Bell was there still. So just to let you know, I was a kid, right? So people yelling at Albert Bell and we cheering him on and everything, and he like waving at us and shit. But it was a point in the game where we sitting there and we watching the game and having a good time, and this guy walking up the stairs, right? He's walking up the stairs and he proceeds to fall going up the stairs and like trips over 2 or 3 stairs and falls and busts his ass. And me and my brother instantly lost it. We started laughing loud as fuck. And all he did was look at us. The dude looked at us like he was mad. Then he looked at us laughing and was like, he wasn't going to say nothing because he already knew what it was. My brother would have beat his ass. But we were rolling. We was laughing so damn hard. It was 2 ladies behind us. And they're like, oh, that's not nice. How y'all go laugh at him? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what if you fail? We look back at them. We was like, we would have been laughing at our damn selves for falling because we love to watch people fall. So it was just one of those memorable moments where we got to laugh together. Me and my brother laugh at people falling. And it was just so beautiful. Y'all just don't understand. Just seeing somebody fall, especially up the stairs, is always a funny ass thing. Plus, he didn't hurt himself. So we was laughing really hard where we ended up tearing up because that shit was so fucking funny.
Yeah, that makes it okay. For
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't hurt themselves. I mean, it's funny when people fall and hurt themselves too.
Yeah,
exactly. Like they're laughing in their face. He's bleeding everywhere. You're laughing in his face.
Shit. We was definitely laughing in their face. That shit was hilarious. Yeah. So that's my childhood memory this week. Patrick, give me a childhood memory, brother.
That was a good childhood memory, Sean. I got to be honest with you. I feel, I don't know. I went to an Indians game. They were the Indians when I went to see them. I went a couple times with my grandpa, and it was the most boring shit I'd ever did in my life, dude. It was so boring for me. Like, I was in 3rd grade, and I didn't really know the roster. I didn't like follow sports at the time. I played baseball, and my grandpa was so excited about it. And my grandpa's super into like the Cleveland teams. He wanted me. He was like, he thought I was going to be like into it, and I was into going there and doing it, but then like watching it, like the Indians played the Royals. I played for the Royals Little League team. So my grandpa, I mean, I'm like, looking back on this, I'm like, man, he really coordinated this, really tried to do something special. Nice. And then shit kicked out of him by the Royals, dude. And it was, man, dude, it was a long game. Back then, they hadn't like, I don't know, like optimized the time that they spent. Like they've like cut the fat a lot with baseball games. Are way more exciting than they used to be. Do you know what I mean? Like they've done a lot to like make it so people just do everything faster. It was so much fucking downtime. And I even realized then, like, if you go to a game and drink, it is a much better experience than just going to the game and just hanging out, being
Yes.
bored, you know. So
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
my childhood memory, is going there.
There you
I got a little baseball thing and a little trophy thing, because another thing was they would give stuff away. I'm sure they still do that. There's like days, the times that you go and they give you like a baseball bat or a little fucking, I don't know. They gave me a little baseball and a little cup thing that I lost immediately, and probably used to play backyard baseball, and so couldn't take care of it.
That's funny. Hey, that's hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, man, going as an adult is definitely way funner than going as a kid. But
yeah,
I definitely had a lot of good times at the Indians. At what we had the Jake, we used to call it.
Yes, I remember when that was brand new. The Jacobs Field. This was before Jacobs Field. This was right before Jacobs Field.
Oh, I don't went to a couple games at the Municipal Stadium downtown. Yeah, when the Browns and the Indians used to share the same stadium. I remember those days. Yeah, long time ago, because I was a big baseball fan. I played baseball my whole life growing up, and so being at the games was definitely cool. But going when you older and you get to drink, and especially when they got dollar drafts, it's going down. You know?
Oh man, dude, that's wild. Dollar drafts would be incredible.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, our next subject on the docket is one of my favorites. Flowers while they're still here. So we always like to give people flowers while they're still here, instead of being conditioned like so many of us are and giving flowers while they're dead and gone at funerals. We like to give people flowers while they're still here so they can actually smell those roses. All right. So my flowers this week are going to go to a couple that came out to see me on Saturday. My guy Craig and Barbie Gaskins. I've been knowing Craig from the softball community. Actually, I met Craig because of Chris Harvey. Like, that's crazy as shit, right? And me and him became cool. We became family. We played softball together for probably like almost 8 years easily, maybe even 9. And just for him to be so cool, him and his wife to be so cool, so down to earth, opened their house up, like came to comedy shows, came to the suicide fundraiser a couple times. And I ain't seen him in a minute. And I hit him up on Facebook not too long ago, just thinking about him, and like, hey, what's going on? How you been? Didn't respond. And then Saturday, I'm at the show. I greet my girl outside. So we talking, and lo and behold, he come around the corner, and I just stopped everything I was doing. Was like, what's up, man? Gave him a big hug, and just seeing him and his wife looking good. They came out to have a good time, and just, especially when people ain't seen you in a while, and they be like, man, you still funny as fuck, man. It was so much new shit I haven't heard, and like blah, blah, blah. And just, it's always good. And just being good, fucking genuine people, man. So Barbie and Craig Gaskins, you are getting your flowers today, family. Kudos to y'all. Yeah, I had to turn my soundboard off because I got to watch these damn comments. Usually I would give a hand claps and shit, but
yeah.
All right, Patrick, who you want to give some flowers to, man?
Oh, I will give flowers to my partner in crime, Casey Curry. She's newer to the comedy world. She started sometime probably within the last year, I think. But she's been helping me out, running shows with me, and like really putting in an effort. And it's really cool to watch. And I super appreciate her because she helped me run an open mic on Tuesdays in downtown Akron. She's running the open mic now by herself. She's doing an amazing job, and I appreciate her. And she helps me out with my shows. And yeah, dude, she's an awesome person, dude. I'm really glad to see her. People like her really make the comedy world a better place to be. So
nice. So Kelsey, you are getting your flowers today. Yeah. Hand claps. Yes. All right. So let's get into one of our first topics, man. So I know some people might have heard, might not have heard, but they've been complaining. I'm trying to hook up this light real quick and talk at the same time. Sorry, y'all. So they've been complaining here recently about TSA, right? Like TSA is supposed to make sure everything is safe. You going through to check baggage and all that shit and whatnot. But they say TSA then got caught stealing from fucking people. like literally stealing their shit. And to back it up, y'all already know, couchers, I love to have video, and you already know. Lo and behold, I got video for y'all, so here we go.
Now seeing surveillance video following the arrests of 3 TSA agents earlier this summer.
They're accused of stealing from passengers as they went through security at MIA. And Local 10 News reporter Trent Kelly joins us live from the airport.
He has a closer look at the agents who were caught in the act. Trent.
Yes, Syra Janice, these thefts allegedly happening back in June with those 3 TSA agents getting arrested 1 month later. Detectives heavily relying on some surveillance video from inside the terminal to make those arrests, video which only now is being released to the public.
It's like it's your job to make sure that everything that goes through security is safe and it's not for your taking.
3 TSA agents arrested by police earlier this summer accused of stealing from passengers at Miami International Airport. Now, 2 months after their arrests, prosecutors are releasing new surveillance video allegedly showing the agents in action. The footage, recorded back on June 29th, appears to show one agent reaching inside a small bag to pull out a passenger's wallet. We've stopped the video here to give you a better look. The agent then stays with that bin on the conveyor belt until pushing it through and putting his hand in his pocket. In another clip, the same agent is joined by a colleague, the pair appearing to focus on the corner of a bag when one of them quickly pockets something, which according to police turned out to be $600 in cash. According to their arrest reports,
man,
Holy shit, bro.
$600. Like these dudes was like coinciding with each other, all 3 of them, right? And the chick was cute too. That's the sad part.
Yeah, she was hot, dude. Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed too.
Yeah, I mean, of course, man. I'm like, golly, why are you getting caught stealing, bitch? What's wrong with you,
dude? I mean, she could have. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you good. Go ahead.
You don't usually see good-looking women in mugshots. You know, she looked like she was pretty hot for a mugshot.
Yeah,
just blown somebody and got the money. She didn't have to steal it. You know what I mean? There's plenty of guys who give that bitch money, dude. Come on now. It's easy when you're hot like that, I would think. But.
Yeah, man. So the crazy part is like they were in cahoots. You see them scheming together. Like,
yeah.
What? And the thing I didn't realize is like, why would you be that stupid? Bring it here so I can turn it down.
Little mama,
she watching Peppa Pig, and now she got it all loud and stuff. Here, are you okay? It's all. Go in the other room, please. All right. So, what was they thinking about? Because you're at the airport. There's cameras everywhere, like every single where, to where you're gonna get caught stealing. Like, why would you steal? Knowing there's cameras all around, like, and then for the simple fact they stole $600 from somebody, right? From the Miami airport, right? Miami International Airport, right?
Yeah, dude.
So just imagine if you that person, right? You going through, you get to wherever you going, and you $600 light, bro.
Yeah.
Like that is a lot to go missing.
Yeah.
Seeing surveillance.
At the same, for sure it is though, but at the same time, I mean, I wonder how many people I'm sure they got away with it for a long time.
Yeah.
Because when you show up and you start looking, your first thought is not going to be the TSA agent stole it from me. Your first thought is going to be like, oh, you misplaced it. Oh, you forgot to pack it. Oh, you dropped it. You're not going to go, the government. I mean, I know the government's a bunch of thieves and crooks or whatever, but also like at the same time, like they have badges. There's an implied authority, like, you know, I mean, it's naturally people trust them. They go through their shit. Like there's got to be a level of trust with somebody like that. So you're not gonna, you know, they probably got away with it for a long fucking time. Also, even if you did think the TSA agent stole it, what do you even fucking do? Who do you tell? And you know, I hate the TSA so much as it is.
Yeah. Because like at that point, like you said, when you see it come up missing, you like, oh, it must have fell out my pocket, fell out my wallet.
Right.
I must have left it at home. How could I leave this money at home knowing I had it with me? And the last people you think that's going to steal from you are the TSA agents, right?
Right.
Because they supposed to be doing their job, making sure
Right.
there's nothing, illegal or anything in the bags.
Bombs.
Yeah, and then for them to literally rob these people, man, they don't know, like, if it had to be their last $600 or they only $600 in cash, because some people take credit cards, some people only take a little bit of cash with them if they going on vacation.
Right.
And then you get robbed and you don't get that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Because the simple fact of they didn't know who it was, and to your point, they did that shit in like late June, didn't really get caught until July, and then got fired in August. So they was getting away with it for a minute. So they had to go through all this footage to see how much shit they was actually stealing. Like, let alone you already lose shit going into the airports anyway, right? Like, especially if you buy a water on the wrong side of TSA, which I never do. I always bring like a half empty water bottle, drink it, and then fill it up on the other side. Or just like lotion or cologne or perfume, stuff you got to get rid of because the ounces aren't right to go through. And for these people to just rob somebody going on vacation or going on a business trip or whatever, going home, is just downright fucking dirty, man. Like they foul as fuck. Like foul.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I mean, I just think of myself, like if I was in that situation, $600 is for sure going to be, all the cash. It's not like you have separate piles of cash all over the place. That's going to be the cash that you probably, if it was me, went a long way to make sure that I had, it's not like, oh, I got money falling on my ass. And a lot of people, that's going to be the same thing for them too. And it's like, it's already bad enough that, man, the last time I went through TSA with my girlfriend, she had a big bottle of this fucking hair cream that she spent like $50 or $60 on. She didn't know better. They fucking have to toss it out. But then they're like, hey, do you like this? Do you like that? Asking each other if they want to take it home. So they already get to take home a shit ton of our stuff anyway. All that gets thrown away. They don't have to throw it in the trash. They keep that shit.
No, they keep that shit and they pick through it.
It's like, come on, dude. Like, cash, that's crazy. Also, like the balls on those people to get into somebody's wallet like that, dude, to like scope it out ahead of time. And then, you know what I mean? Like they were working as a team. I bet they were moving some fucking units, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They were about pulling $600 out of that wallet, dude. That was not some squirrely amateur. That
not at all.
Before. Like that
not
was
at all.
They had a chemistry, bro. Like
Yep. Because what they would do is one of them would kind of like distract the people to make sure they really weren't paying attention. Like probably like, oh, make sure your shoe, make sure you take your shoes off. Make sure you take your belt off. Any loose chains. Hey, you got any, like the person that put that bag there. Hey, make sure you ain't got no loose chains. Make sure you take everything out of your bag. Like probably like pressing them about it. So they're not paying attention. They trying to make sure they got everything out. And this dude is literally opening a little pocketbook to put his hands in there, snatch out the money, and then put it back in his pocket. Like, come on. Why they pushing other shit down?
Diabolical, dude.
Man, if that was me, I like hell would have had to been paid. You taking $600 out my pocket, like knowing that's probably like the only cash I got on me for this trip or whatever I'm going, right? And they took my money. Like, no, we about to find out who the fuck did this right now. I'm not even getting on my flight. Y'all got to stop the plane. Y'all about to fix this right now. Right. Like right now.
If they're worried about like who they can pickpocket and shoplift and steal from, like, are they doing their jobs? Like how many bombs and knives got through because they were too busy worried about somebody's money and not worried about what they should be worried about, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like
how many 10-ounce bottles of perfume slipped by because they were too busy robbing old ladies for their cash or whatever.
Right. That's crazy, man. And then you like literally how much stuff got past because they're trying to rob people at TSA. And then like I still don't understand how dumb can you be? You're on camera. There's cameras everywhere in the airport. You really think you got away with that shit?
Right.
Like they thought they got away with it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like all in June, they like, oh man, 200 a piece, because it was 3 of them, 200 a piece. Let's go. We kicking it. We buying whatever, right? In July come around, they like, yeah, we got away with it. Then they like, Nope. We need to see y'all in the office, blah, blah, blah. Put them separate. Figure out who started the shit, like the ringleader and who was doing what.
Right.
But
Whose
man,
idea it
that's
was.
just TSA foul, man. Now,
Yeah.
next time I fly, I'm gonna be looking at TSA all side-eye, bro.
Oh shit, dude. This is gonna have a backlash because of that, man. I mean, everybody is. Everybody who heard that, dude, is gonna be like, what are you doing with my bags over there, TSA? I don't trust you.
Man.
It's gonna make going through TSA even harder than it already is.
Yep. Absolutely, because I'm gonna be looking like, hey, keep your hands to yourself, man.
Right.
Like, get out my bag, get out my bin, bruh.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Like, I
Yeah,
counted
dude.
that. I counted that before I put down. I'm gonna be like, hey, I just put $500 in my bin. Make sure it don't come up missing. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna be
For
starting
real,
to
dude.
yell at going through this little thing. Like,
Yeah.
put my hands up, going through the
Yeah.
scanner. Like, hey, it was $500 in my bin. Make sure it's still there. Like,
Seriously, though, it would be. I would think though, it would be hard to get your hands on those videos. So it would, because those are like government, and that's like, they don't want that shit out to the public. So I mean, they might have got away with it for a little while.
oh yeah, they got away with it for probably about a month. Easy.
Yeah, I bet longer than that.
Yeah,
I bet longer than that
maybe.
because I mean, like, if you got there and your money was missing, what are you going to do? Call 911? Yeah, I'd like to report a crime. The TSA's robbing me. Like, where would you even go to make a complaint about that?
Yeah.
How many people didn't realize it was the TSA? They must. I bet they were. Dude, they must have had a few complaints. Is what I'm saying.
Easily. They was like, hey, I've been having shit coming up missing, and the more the people say it, they like, let's look at the tapes. Let's go back to the tapes. Let's replay this shit. And they even zoomed in on dude's hand and shit, like in the purse. Like, golly, bro. Oh my goodness. But yeah, TSA. Hey, everybody, when y'all flying, watch out for TSA. Make sure they ain't taking y'all shit. All right. Don't go with too many ounces of whatever it is, so they don't got to throw it away, and then they get to keep it. Because they don't throw it away, they keeping that shit. Watch out for TSA, y'all. So be wary, be on the lookout for their ass, because you don't want your stuff coming up missing. Oh man, I think that's a good spot to take our one and only sponsor break. I gotta pay some bills, but don't go anywhere. Couchers, more Just Therapy, more Patrick Madison. I'm your host, comedian Sean Boyd, and I'm taking us to break, baby.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention a podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention a podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaaqua@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off.
Man, I love me some pizza, y'all. And the reason why I say that is because I have the best place for you. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria, y'all. They got 3 locations. First location is in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Their address is 1909 Bailey Road, Cuyahoga Falls. Their phone number is 330-928-2222. All right. Their second location is in downtown Akron, across the street from Rubber Duck Stadium. That address is 325 South Main Street, Akron, Ohio. Phone number is 330-849-5707. And their new location in Stowe, Ohio. Address is 3031 Graham Road, Stowe, Ohio. Their phone number is 330-673-9410. Now, the best part I love about the Twisted Tomato Pizzeria in downtown Akron has to be the beer wall. I mean, it is so beautiful. They got 36 glorious taps of wine, ale, IPAs, whatever you can think of. It is just a beautiful thing, man. You got to check them out. And I like to call it the Dave and Buster's of beer because you go in there, you put money on the card, you take the card, take it up to the tap, bloop, and you pour as much beer as your heart desires. I mean, it's just so good. It's so good when it hits your lips. It's just so good. Another thing I love about Twisted Tomato Pizzeria is that they cater to your taste buds. And everybody always say, man, what do you mean they cater to your taste buds? I tell you what I mean, damn it. They cater to your taste buds. Whatever you want, they make it. I'm a cheeseless type of person, so I say no cheese, extra sauce, and they always get it right. And that first bite that I take of anything, I'll be like, bitch. Like, it is just so delicious on how good it is. I'm telling you, you have to try them out. You have to do it. You will never be disappointed with a Twisted Tomato Pizzeria anything. All right. Also, you mentioned Just Therapy, the podcast. You get a 10% discount. 10%. Everybody loves discounts, right? Everybody loves a good discount, and you get a discount. And I'm not saying their food is good because they're official sponsor of Just Therapy, the podcast. I'm saying their food is good because I'm a foodie and I like good food and the shit's good. So if you in the area, make sure you check them out. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. Great stuff, great food. They said they was gonna change their slogan to bitch, but I think he's still scared because you know you can figure it out yourself. But they do got a slogan: if it's pizza, it's possible. Yeah, Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. One more shameless plug. Don't forget the fundraiser, the suicide awareness fundraiser, 12th annual suicide prevention fundraiser is coming up. Quickly approaching November 13th. Doors open at 6:30, show at 7. It's going to be myself and a slew of funny friends. $15 at the door. All proceeds go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's at the Funny Stop Comedy Club. Of course, it's sponsored by, of course, Just Therapy and myself. So come check us out. It's going to be a good time. We go cry, we go laugh, we go give you some good information, and we go end the night on a high note. And it's raffles all night. So come win some gift cards to some great places like Longhorn, Outback, Old Charlie's, Hibachi Japan. Man, I'm telling you, I don't play, I don't mess around when it comes to this fundraiser. It's always some good stuff coming out. So you gotta come mess with us. It's gonna be a good time. Great calls. Come check us out, y'all. Yeah, and we are back. Uh-oh, it didn't work. I'm gonna do it again. And we are back.
Yeah.
There we go. I had to turn the soundboard back on for that one.
Yeah, that speaking of Twisted Tomato, the open mic that I was running is right next door to it. It's right downtown Akron at Daily Press.
Oh, a Daily Crest. Okay.
Yeah, Daily Press, which is like the same building as Twisted Tomato. So
nice.
Yeah.
So go check out the open mic, then go get some pizza and some beer, man. It'd be a good time. Check it out.
Mention the podcast.
Yeah, mention the podcast. You get a 10% discount, man. 10% is all anything off on food is a good deal. So
yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, man. So let's get back into it, man. So listen, the other day I was on Facebook and I seen this and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like it made no sense, right? So I had to look at it. I had to screenshot it, make sure we could talk about it on the couch. So it was called the 35 Sacred Bro Codes. All right. Disclaimer. I didn't write this. Patrick didn't write this. I don't know who the fuck wrote this, but I'll tell you some things. We go talk about it. We go discuss it. It's some dumb shit on there, some good shit on there, and we go break it down. And I want to hear what y'all got to say about some of this shit. All right. So, number one, right? Rule number one out of the 35 sacred bro codes. Number one, don't rape. Like, that's a no-brainer.
Don't rape. They had to write that down.
Like, they wrote it down. Like, what the fuck? Like, no brainer, right? No brainer. Go pay for it if you need. Like, what the hell? Like, what's wrong? No, yeah, of course. You should know that. Don't do it, right? Number two, I don't like it because I'm a LGBTQ plus supporter, and I don't like this one. This shit is stupid. It says, number two, a man doesn't cook delicious food. It's gayish. I'm like, wait, what? Like, that makes no sense at all. Patrick, do it make sense?
No. What the fuck? A man doesn't cook delicious food. It's gayish. Is that what it says? Gayish.
It's gayish. Yeah, yeah. And then what about chefs? What do you think chefs feel about that one? Like, what do you mean?
Shit.
Like, that's their profession to cook delicious food for billion-dollar restaurant companies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? I can't cook delicious food. I'm supposed to eat some food that tastes like shit.
Right.
Like, come on, why?
Ridiculous.
Why? Number three, two naked men are not supposed to be in the same room.
I don't even know. What is this? This doesn't even. Yeah. All right. What does that have to do with being a bro?
Dude, I have no clue at all.
Bro shit you can do, right? What's more manly than fucking another guy in the ass, right?
Oh shit. Number four, a bro doesn't bath with hot water. He respects his 2 eggs. Like, seriously.
Now, I thought when you mentioned the bro code, it was going to be like, don't steal your best friend's girlfriend, or don't go out with your best friend's girlfriend. And
we getting there. There. Like I said, it's a lot of shit on here.
There's other things you need to know first. Like, hey man, don't rape. That's number one.
Number one. Like, for real.
You were wondering, where do we fall on rape? Don't do it.
Don't do it. Right. Number five, a bro should know when to leave. Like, what? When to leave where? I mean, that's all it says. That's all it says.
Yeah.
A bro should know when to leave. What? Leave where? What are we talking about? Right? Number six, a bro should not ask a fellow bro his name. He should call him bro, sir, chairman, mister, etc.
So I don't even know. This is confusing. Like,
I told you it's dumb, man. I told you there's some dumb shit on here, right? I wanted to address this shit. It makes no sense, right? Why am I calling somebody chairman? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna ask somebody their name if I need to know their name. Like if you hosting a comedy show, you need to know the person's name. So if it's a bro, you're gonna be like, I don't need your name. What's your credits? I'm just gonna call you chairman. Like, what? No. Like, come on. So number seven, as a bro, when you remove your shoes, it must throw out a heavy, strong, and intoxicating odor into the atmosphere. Your presence must be felt from a far distance, like the stench of a goat.
That one's kind of wordy.
Oh my gosh. Like, really? Like, why? Why do you want your feet stinking? Like, what's wrong with y'all? What the fuck? Wash your feet, motherfucker. It's like,
oh, no shit.
Number 8, a bro must know the signal to leave the room when a bro's girl is around. It just don't make no sense. 9, never make funny of your bro just to impress women. Number 10, a bro must not pay for sex. So that contradicts.
I mean, if you got stinking feet, you might have to. So, I mean, you can't make delicious food and your feet stink. You might have to. And you can't rape. I mean, how do you expect a bro to do it?
Right. Makes no. Come on.
Man, that's rough.
All right. Number 10. No, we already did. Number 11. Your bro's ex is your ex. That's one of the ones you was looking for.
See, now that's the bro code that I know and love. That's how I was raised.
Number 12, make money before you make love.
I mean, that's just common sense, so, you know.
Shit. You might be able to make love and make money.
I know, dude. Don't just one, you know, they're not mutually exclusive.
You know what I'm saying? Number 13, a bro must not watch a Korean drama. I'm like, wait, what does that have to do with anything?
Racist, you know?
Like, what does that have to do with anything? Number 14, no matter how beautiful your bro's sister is, she is your sister too.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, you can ask Wu-Tang about that. So,
yeah, she's not really your sister though. So
right. Number 15, a bro must not watch Z-World, Nigerian movies, and some petty content. Like, what do they have against Koreans, Nigerians? And what is Z-World? I have no clue what it is, but they tell you not to watch it. Like, what?
I don't even know what petty content means.
Me neither. Oh my gosh. Number 16, when money finally comes, don't change your woman, upgrade her.
Well, then why even make the money? You know? If you're gonna have the dusty old pussy that you had when you were broke, why even make the money then?
Number 17, don't do husband duties while you are just a boyfriend. I like that one though. I can't even lie. I can dig that one a little bit.
What are husband duties?
Man, like just husband duties.
Paying bills. What would you consider
paying like mortgages, paying
full
rents, you know, but
right.
I mean, if mine ain't got it and I got it, I got them. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? That one's a little, you know. All right, number 18, a bro never gives up the rest and continue. What? A bro never gives up the rest and continue. That don't even make no sense. Number 19, if she say you are her planet, don't forget about other planets.
See, this is not even in English, I think.
None of this shit makes sense.
Poorly translated bro code.
Number 20, always respect your father. He was your first bro. Respect your mother. She is your 001.
Man.
Number 20.
All right.
Number 21, never ever smash your bro's chick. Number 22, never feed a horse that you don't ride.
All right, there you go. What is that?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's like a slang translated. Do you know what I mean? Like that's like a saying from another country. Like, don't feed a horse if it's not gonna like support you. So don't feed a horse that you don't ride. You know, like. I mean, why? Yeah, don't go feeding horses if they're not gonna carry you around. I think is what it's saying.
Number 23, a bro shall not gaze at a naked bro.
Back to the homophobia again. What happened? Wasn't that number 2 already? Haven't we already covered the bros aren't gay? Bros don't like good food because it'll make you look at rule number 22. What happens when you eat good food? You end up gazing at each other.
Number 24, bro never cries publicly or in front of any woman. That's bullshit. You got me fucked up. That don't make no damn sense. None. Nope, not at all. All right, hold on. Number 25, a bro never use Snapchat filter. A bro must look ugly and gallant.
Ugly and gallant?
Yeah,
right?
ugly and gallant.
All right.
26, a bro never wears pink underwear. There we go, being a homophobe again.
Oh,
Like,
shit. Now we got like gender problems too.
Yeah.
Add to the homophobia.
Number 27, if a bro asks another bro to keep a secret, he shall take that secret to his grave.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope so, but I mean, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, I
what
don't
if his
know.
secret is that he's gay?
And he like
Or
the
that he
gays,
raped
and
somebody.
he like the gays at men while they naked.
Yeah. And eat delicious food.
They eat delicious food.
While they cook delicious food for each other.
Oh shit. Number 28, a bro must never offend if another bro fails to return a phone call or text.
That's so specific. A bro doesn't get his feelings hurt if he's being blown off.
Being blown off?
Yeah, right.
Oh shit, that's funny. Oh man. 29, it's never acceptable for a bro to sleep with another bro's project or ex. Like, how many times they gotta like
Right. They're
they
like,
say it in
I'd just like
different
to
ways.
reiterate, if it's not already clear,
Right.
Dave, stop banging my ex-girlfriend.
Right. Or
Right.
a project. Like, what? Come on. Number 30, a bro never gives another bro the silent treatment.
That's ignoring the text. That's the same thing again, dude. Like, this guy's got, I feel like this guy's very specific with some of these, dude.
He contradicted himself though, because he said, "Don't get offended if they fail to return your phone call or text," but then says,
Right.
"A bro never gives another bro the silent treatment." Like,
Right.
okay. Number 31, a bro never holds hands with bro while walking.
Again, are the homophobic, really specific examples of anti-homophobic or homophobic rhetoric. Like, no pink underwear, none of this hand holding shit.
Oh shit!
Talking to you, Chuck. Don't want to see it. Like, leaving the rule. I could see him just leaving these out on the coffee table at a frat house.
Oh,
I don't know who needs to read these.
Right.
Pink underwear.
That's hilarious. We can't eat delicious food while we're reading it either. Oh man. Here we go. Number 32. Bros do not rush for selfies.
All right.
Yeah. 33. Never break up with the girl that bring food to the gang. So if the girl is feeding the whole gang, you don't break up with them.
Right. Don't ruin that for everybody.
You just keep dating them. Marry somebody else, but keep dating them because they bring food.
But also
to the
make
gang.
sure no one else tries to date her, because that is the bros.
Yes. Number 34, even if you're caught red-handed, deny everything. And that's probably what them TSA agents did.
No shit, dude. Seriously.
Oh man, and last but not least, number 35, dress well no matter the occasion.
All right. That was like one of the only things that was like worthwhile at all. Oh, that and number 1, don't rape. That one. Something you should also take to heart.
Yes.
The rest, don't rape. That's a very hard stance they took on rape right out of the gate. They're like,
right out the gate.
Yeah.
Right out the gate.
You're like, okay, that's pretty level-headed advice, and then it just goes so far left to center.
Oh my gosh, they went all the way around the corner and back. Like that shit, none of that shit really made any sense. But I wanted to talk about it because how stupid this shit was.
Where did you find that? You're like, I found this on Facebook. Where
on Facebook? I was scrolling, man. I was scrolling and was on Facebook, right? And I was like, what the fuck is that? And then at the bottom of the whole thing, it's a picture of Tupac. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, who in the hell made this bullshit? Like, so I wanted to read that dumb shit so we can laugh.
Yeah,
How stupid that shit was, right?
Ridiculous, dude.
That shit is dumb as fuck, man. Oh my gosh, just plain old stupid. Oh my gosh, my girl chimed in and said, "There is no way Tupac didn't wear pink underwear."
No shit, dude. And you know, Biggie loved delicious food. You can tell by looking at him, he loved delicious food.
Right.
Unless you're eating delicious food, and it's
Oh my
expensive to have somebody else cook for you, so you know Biggie was cooking delicious food.
Exactly.
What the fuck, dude? Come on now.
Exactly. And last time I checked, like if you running a train, somebody gonna be naked. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. You're gonna be gazing all over the place, man.
Oh shit. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. It's time for my favorite. I said my favorite. It's time for my favorite subject of the evening. Crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. Gotta bring the soundboard back for this one. This is my favorite. I love this subject. This is my shit. Oh, this week in crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. So, man pleads guilty to sex with the cow. DNA left at the scene.
What?
Here we go. God. A British guy is going to have to wait until the cows come home to shake this saga because he's known as the dude who got off with cattle. Liam Brown pled guilty this week to sexual penetration with a living animal and causing unnecessary suffering to a protected animal during a hearing at the Poole Magistrates Court, right?
Oh my gosh.
It reportedly all stems from an incident last summer when Brown was caught red-handed doing the deed with a young calf on the farm in town of Burton. Apparently, he fell victim to some booby traps set by the farmers. Oh
shit! This wasn't the farmer. This is some dude. I thought this was a farmer. This is some dude.
Oh shit! You see these landowners say they suspected for a while that their bovines were being abused. So they installed a bunch of alarms, surveillance cams to catch whoever was banging the livestock in the dead of night.
Oh my God, dude.
Eventually, Brown crept onto the property, triggered the system, and was apprehended. The worst part, they say, they know this guy from years ago. The farmers told the court that members of Brown's family had actually been employed by them several years ago. So they were familiar with him since childhood, it seems. As for how prosecutors were able to prove it was Brown beyond a reasonable doubt, DNA. Indeed, the report says samples from the cow were collected and they matched his profile. Brown was reportedly sobbing in court. He'll be sentenced next month.
Dude, that's nuts, man.
Oh shit, he was fucking the cow, man. He was like, "Where's the beef?" And I'm all up in that.
So much to it. So he was like around the cow since he was young. So obviously it was his girlfriend. I liked that he was sneaking back onto the property. Like he's like, that pussy's too good. I can't live without it. Creeping onto the property at night to get some cow pussy. That's nuts. That's so fucked up.
He missed the memo on the bro code rule number 1, man.
No shit. Don't rape. Goes for cattle too. They're like, we suspected for a while somebody's been abusing our cows. Really?
Yes.
Really?
Like, how did they know the cows was being abused, man? Do you think he liked his meat rare?
Oh my God, dude.
He definitely liked his meat rare.
The cow would come back the next morning. The cow was all depressed and crying in the corner.
Do you think the moo was a little different? It was like moo.
Maybe it had like a little moo in its step. Maybe it's like I got laid last night. You know what I mean? Waking up brand moo.
Oh shit.
God.
He said, forget milking the cow, I'm hitting the cow. Like, come
Oh
on,
shit,
man.
dude. He's like, well, I'm here. Let me see if it it fits. Ain't that something?
Oh gosh.
God, the stink alone, dude.
Oh man, that's crazy. He was going after the Venice. Instead of waiting until it's cooked, he like,
Dude.
I'm about to get this before it's cooked. Now, just imagine if they had slaughtered this cow, right, and then cooked it. It still had cum in it.
Dude, semen in it. Yeah.
It still has semen in the
Get
cow,
pregnant
man.
like a man like a fucking half man, half cow, dude. That's my baby.
He was milking his main vein in the cow instead of milking the cow.
Gross. That's disgusting though, dude. The smell alone must be like too much.
You think that meat would have been extra salty if they would have cooked it?
He was out there tenderizing it.
He was out there tenderizing it. Oh shit. Oh gosh. Dude, I can't make this shit up, man. The shit I be finding for the subject be off the hook, man. Like, why? Why? Like, what if he would have got caught by one of the other cows and the cow would have been like charged his ass? Like the bull.
No shit. Like, that's my girlfriend.
Like the bull would have been like, hey, that's my meat. What you doing?
Oh shit, dude. Don't you know the bro code?
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Hey, you want to take a wild guess on how old this Liam Brown was?
Well, he was raised around the cows. I'm guessing he's in his 20s. He's young. He's young, I think. Does it say?
Yeah, it say.
How
I know
old?
exactly how old he was.
How old was he?
I want to see if you want to guess a real number. See how close you are.
Oh, the exact number? I'm going to guess like 22.
22. Okay. Lisa, you still there? Want to guess how old this Liam Brown is? That was hitting the cow raw. That bring a whole new meaning to rare meat.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Lisa say 43. Oh man, neither one of you are correct, but Patrick, you are the closest. Liam Brown was 25 years old.
Okay, so, I mean, that's yeah, dude. He was raised around. He loved that cow since it was a little cowgirl or whatever. You know what I mean? He's noticed since she was just a girl. I raised you.
You think he was listening to Genuine while he was hitting the cow?
Oh my god, dude! Wow, wow, wow.
Oh shit! Lisa gonna say no. That's too young to fuck cows. There's options.
God, you would think so, dude.
Way too many options. But he was hitting the cow instead of hitting the female. Like he just was literally. Like he might as well have just been beating his meat instead of beating that meat.
I mean, dude, come on, man. Like, I feel like it would probably be disgusting. So.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is crazy as hell. Oh man, it definitely was some red meat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
And
oh
he
my
left the
god.
DNA behind, so he was nutting in the cows too. Not even pulling out, dude. He's giving it to him the whole thing raw, dog. Just
not even pulling out. Yo.
Bon appetit.
Oh gosh, and that's your this week's crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that shit. I told you, I can't make this shit up. This shit be so hilarious to me, and I always have a good time with that subject, man. That shit be so damn hilarious. She said, I have a question though, because I mean, I don't know cow anatomy, but how big is his dick that he can fuck a cow? I have no clue.
Cows would have bigger vaginas, right, than humans. So, I mean, but you know, he's needling around in there.
You said needling around. Oh man, I have no clue about the cow's anatomy. I mean, I don't know. I have no clue.
I'd be afraid that the thing would kick me or something. You know what I mean? Like, or shit my face while I'm back there. Like, every time I see a cow, they are like shitting, dude. Like, you know, you're gonna shake something loose if you're rumbling that cow. Like, they got 4 stomachs, dude.
How did he get the cow wet? Was he using the cow's own milk and shit?
I wondered that too, but I was like, that's too gross to ask, dude. But for real, do you think he showed up with lube, or do you think he like fingered the cow first?
Oh shit! Oh my gosh! Oh man, I'm too hot. It's hot. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's some funny shit right there.
Also,
man.
Do you think the cow was into it? It's the real question.
Like, that's what we really want to find out. Like, we want to know
what the cow abuse, but I mean, was she consenting? You know?
Did he ask? Did he say move over and give me some ass?
They were like, we knew that he'd been doing it for a while. They said so. This was the first time he banged the cows.
So was they hearing him?
Probably were like, dude, stop banging the cows. And he was like, okay. And then he stuck back at night and tried to do it again. And they're like, that's it. We're calling the cops.
So you think they knew before that? I don't know.
Well, they said in the thing, it said that they had suspected it for a while.
Yeah, but I don't think they knew. I think they probably heard like him moaning and groaning. Hopefully the cow wasn't moaning and groaning.
Yeah, right, dude. You know they caught him with his pants down once before. We don't want to get you in trouble. Just stop banging the cows. And they set up the whole thing to catch him.
Lisa said if the cow was into it, he didn't violate bro code rule number 1.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Okay. Oh my goodness, man. Patrick, man, thanks for coming on the show, man. I definitely had a good time, man. Hope you enjoyed yourself, brother.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me. It was a good time, man. For real.
Yeah, man.
A lot of fun.
Definitely fun talking about this dude messing with the cow. Oh shit. Hey, give out your social media so they know how to find you, man.
Oh, at Patrick Madison Jokes on Instagram and just Patrick Madison on Facebook.
All right, Patrick Madison, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow him. Yeah. Thanks again for coming on the show. I definitely had a good time, man. I was over here sweating, man. That shit was so funny, man. Like TSA and the cow and just the bro code dumb shit. Like, it was definitely a fun time, man. Appreciate you coming on the show, brother. Definitely. All right, y'all know how to follow me. Just follow me at Just Therapy the Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. You can also be on our IG at Just Therapy Pod, or you can email us. You can email us with your own crazy, funny, fucked up news or anything you want to talk about. Email us at justtherapypod@gmail.com. Other than that, y'all know how to find me. It's in the name right there. So I appreciate y'all sticking around and doing the thing with us and having a good time. And as you know, we always got to end the show with the close. Something you can ponder on. And what? You got to say it louder. Oh, man. So you can relax with it and think about it, right? Until the next time you see us live on Facebook or YouTube every Monday, 7 to 9 Eastern, or hear us the next day on Spotify. So you're closed this week, something you can ponder on. All right, hold on. I had it and now I lost it. Hold on, let me look it up again. And Patrick, you can break this down in your own terms if you want. And we'll get up out of here. All right, to close this week, sometimes the people you wanted as part of your story are only meant to be a chapter in your story. Yeah. Woo! That's some strong shit right there.
The thinker right there.
Yeah, man. I'll say it one more time. Sometimes the people you wanted as part of your story are only meant to be a chapter in your story. Go ahead, break it down, and we'll get up out of here, brother.
Oh, I mean, sometimes you think that it's, you're going to be with somebody forever, and then it turns out you're only with them for a little bit. I just went through a breakup, so that's I thought we would be together forever, and now we're not together at all. So, I mean, I wanted her to be my whole thing, but she turned out just to be a part of it. And that's life, and that's all right.
Yep. That's how it happens, man.
That's what it is, man.
Just a chapter along the way, man. So keep living your story. Don't fret on it. Keep moving forward, man. Other than that, Pat, man, again, man, appreciate you coming on the couch, man. Definitely enjoyed you, man. Make sure y'all follow Patrick on all the social medias. Giving it to him one more time there, sir.
At Patrick Madison Jokes on IG, and then just at Patrick Madison Comedy on YouTube, and then Patrick Madison on Facebook.
Hey, all right. Other than that, man, we are gone. Hey, one thing you can never get back is time. And I want to thank you for spending your time with us. I'm your host, comedian Sean Boyd. And until next time, God willing, I will see y'all. Peace. We out.
MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go.